Welcome to Play-by-Play, the latest in sports headlines and sports stock news from InvestorIdeas.com. Hello everyone, this is Sam Mowers here. Welcome to another episode of the Play-by-Play podcast. For news today, we've got the latest from Electronic Arts and Vista Outdoor on the stock side of things. Then we're going to take a look at some headlines involving the Women's World Cup as well as the Toronto Blue Jays. Just before we get into the show, though, a quick reminder for you that if you enjoy this podcast, please feel free to share it or leave us a review. And as always, I recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com as well. This includes the Cannabis Podcast, the Clean Tech and Climate Change Podcast, along with many others, all of which will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. All right, so Electronic Arts Inc., which trades on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol EA, has announced a launch date of September 26th this year for EA Sports FC Mobile. This will feature intuitive gameplay controls that will introduce a new level of immersion to the world's game on mobile devices. Real Madrid winger Vini Jr. will make his debut as the first ever cover star for EA Sports FC Mobile, and players will experience his authentic running style through the game's true player personality feature. Vini Jr. himself commented, quote, "I'm excited to be featured as the cover star for EA Sports FC Mobile and look forward to sharing this excitement with fans worldwide. Football, or soccer, if you're American, is more than just a sport, and to play a part in inviting more people into this celebration is a dream." End quote. Next up, Vista Outdoor Inc., trading on the NYSE under the ticker symbol VSTO, has announced a rebranding with a new name, the Kinetic Group, effective following the planned spin-off of the company's outdoor products business. According to the press release, the Kinetic Group will trade on the New York Stock Exchange under the stock ticker HUNT or Hunt, and the brand will feature original logo artwork of a North American ram. Jason Vanderbrink, the Sporting Products president and CEO, explained, quote, "The performance of our products is so often measured in energy on target. Kinetic energy is the force behind our world-class brands and exhibits the spirit of the 4,500 American workers who represent our company. The process of developing a new company name and identity has been exciting and inspiring. We're all proud of the brands we represent and the products we make in our 4 American factories. Harnessing the enthusiasm of our employees throughout this process was pivotal to coming up with the best name and logo as we move closer to becoming a standalone company." End quote. We're going to pivot away from stock news here and take a look at some sports headlines. First off, the Associated Press reports that Spain has advanced to the Women's World Cup semifinals for the very first time, following their 2-1 victory over the Netherlands in Wellington, New Zealand, just today. A 5.0 magnitude earthquake shook the city 1 hour before kickoff time, but did not appear to shake 19-year-old Salma Paraluelo, who went on to score late in extra time to earn Spain the win. Spain's coach Jorge Vilda said, quote, "We were so concentrated. Yes, it was a middle to moderate shake and earthquake, but not today. The earthquake was the victory of Spain." End quote. Lastly, Sportsnet reports that right fielder Jose Bautista will sign a 1-day contract so he can retire as a member of the Toronto Blue Jays ahead of his addition to the club's level of excellence on Saturday. In doing so, Bautista won't have played his last game in the majors as a Blue Jay, but will retire as one. In an interview for the book The Big 50, Toronto Blue Jays, by Shi Davidi, who also happened to write the article I'm quoting from in Sportsnet, Bautista said, quote, "I wish I could have retired playing my last game as a Blue Jay, but you can't get everything that you want in life. That's one of those things for me." End quote. That's it for today's edition of Play by Play. If you'd like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, please contact InvestorIdeas.com. InvestorIdeas.com reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website. All investment involves risk, and this podcast is not meant to be an endorsement to buy or sell securities or products. To hear more podcasts, you can go to InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, and most audio platforms available.